I would say that, we've been pretty fortunate with the weather. We've had a lot more seating outside, which is awesome. The town was fantastic and let us expand our footprint outside, so that helped tremendously. The weather was fantastic almost through the whole summer. Probably there was a couple weeks where it wasn't so great. But in general, those two things really made a difference for us. But having said that, we're still way down in our sales. We're not close to what we were doing at this point last year. And we're approaching the fall and the winter when the weather obviously is going to cool down quite a bit. So it remains to be seen how we're going to do when people are really kind of forced to come inside. And we have had people come inside, feel pretty comfortable. We're doing all our distancing and what we need to do. But obviously there are some people out there that are still a little bit more apprehensive about coming inside. So we're trying to make sure that the public knows that we're keeping the Barley House safe and clean, and it's an ongoing process that frankly we kind of always do that, but it's more focused now. We do have more signage up. Really want people to feel comfortable coming in. That's very, very important to us, that when people do come in, whether it's for pickup or dinner with their family, whatever it may be, that they feel very comfortable in here. And so we do make that extra effort, really focus on that. Our other location, Northampton, is doing fairly well with the outside seating. The challenge out there is you get a real good bump in the summertime with tourists coming through, and that's pretty much going to be going away soon. So that's going to be an impact for us. And same thing, are people really going to feel comfortable coming inside? We hope they are. We're taking a lot of measures to make sure that we're keeping everything safe and sanitary. So rest assured that we're going to do our part, but people have to find their way and they have to feel comfortable coming inside. So when the cold weather comes, we're going to hope we're there for them.
We navigated the same way that we navigated it back in March. We just figured out on the fly. I mean, literally, we don't know what's going to happen this winter, and we don't know what's going to change as far as 6-foot distancing or barriers. So we're going to have to figure it out as we go. And it's a very unnerving feeling. The scariest thing for businesses is uncertainty, and that's what we're living under right now when the cold weather starts. And we had a short time in the summer where beef was through the roof, but we managed through that. We did have a temporary price increase during that period, and customers understood. But no, we haven't run into any supply chain issues at all. That's an interesting question, because we actually are looking at a concept that's a virtual restaurant, which would only exist online, and it would only be delivery only, and we could actually operate that out of our commissary in Manchester. We do have a current operation called dingdongdeliver.com, which is, again, it's a ghost kitchen, but this is something different that we're thinking about. We're even looking at possibly doing some kind of fast casual concept where it's just drive-through and takeout. Because again, I don't think, even if we get a vaccine and even everything goes back to quote-unquote normal, I don't think takeout, curbside, and delivery are going anywhere. They're here to stay. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's essentially what our dingdongdeliver.com is.
Is it?
Yes, and we only currently are able to do that in Bedford and Manchester. Okay. And we deliver, again, contactless in a cooler, comes in a kit, and you get it either Thursday, Friday, Saturday delivered to your home. It's tough. Some of the big cities can do a little bit more because of the density of the population, and even with the amount of closures the big cities have of restaurants, they've been able to really pivot and do different things because of the density of the population. New Hampshire just doesn't have that density. We're more of a rural state, as you know.